Imagine being the single most popular VTuber on Earth, millions of people watching your every video, songs breaking records, memes flooding the internet, your face on a Dodger stadium making a lot of people on Twitter's brains melt, having them seethe with frothing rage and wondering, how is this our society? What are other people doing? Did we ask permission for Gura to be this popular? And apparently a couple of months ago, she decided to leave Hololive. A decision that she claims has to do with differences with management. Now, normally, I would think this is ridiculous because, as we're going to notice, Hololive just lost one of their most major assets. Like, if I was in the position of Hololive, I would have bended myself over like a pretzel in order to accommodate this lady. But due to the fact that we are in 2025, and I know the absolute shit culture that comes from the West, I would be like, okay, well, maybe it is possible. Like, maybe people in their utter arrogance have forgotten why businesses exist. That as a business, you're supposed to push money and not to push morality on people. And so it is quite believable that the management that is now trying to appeal to a wider audience may have upset this lady. And they also upset many of their other talents. Now, why am I saying that they lost an asset? Well, this lady, I think, may have broken some metrics. So she decided to stream again by the moniker of Saba, which is this character that you see on screen right now. And in the first stream, she managed to get 500,000 subscribers, which, to be fair, is expected, right? Because they're probably her old viewers. They found out that she's streaming again, so they wanted to join in. But she also got 200,000 live viewers. I mean, this is beyond insane. I have never seen anything like it. Even the website was lagging for me. 200,000 live viewers. Very few people on Earth can pull this off. And so you can understand the stardom. Now, I believe that the reason she is so popular is because almost everything else in the West is shit. Like, the West is now focusing on morality rather than making entertainment. And so TV shows are boring, movies are boring, the people themselves are boring, and the only thing left is anime, which they're also now trying to make boring, as we saw with Crunchyroll. But regarding the VTubing scene, most anime fans connected immediately with the technology, like the idea of seeing an anime girl talking through you through the screen. When it first came out, it was a novelty, so that was instant fandom. She was one of the first, so she managed to get a big chunk of the population. The way that they were doing the whole Japanese idol was absolutely foreign to the West, because the West was focusing on politics almost exclusively. And here you have an anime girl that just talks about video games, sings karaoke, draws, and pretty much like talks about nonsense. So like that was another novelty. The fan base was also non-inclusive, non-censorious. Like, you can believe in whatever you want to believe. You can support whatever party you want to support. As long as you're a fan of Gura, you're welcome. So a lot of people actually genuinely felt included. And of course, most importantly, when this came out, most women online were e-girls. Like, they would show titty, they would bounce a boobie, wiggle an ass, and then they would get donations. And what Hololive did was to introduce female idols that actually play video games, that actually do draw, that actually do sing karaoke. And so that's how Gura managed to become incredibly popular. Plus, it's also the cool mystery that nobody knows how she looks like. Kind of like the Mexican wrestling, you know, the one with the mask and shit. So, like, all of that added to her image. And because of that, she's now internet famous. She's not just a VTuber, she is the VTuber. Like, even more popular than VTubers in Japan, even though Hololive didn't invent the technology or start the trend. They did manage to create the equivalent of Michael Jackson or Elvis Presley of VTubing. Like, Gura is the queen of VTubing, undisputable. No one can pull her metrics. No one is as famous as her. And so it's interesting to see that now she is going to be streaming without a company. Now, as I mentioned before, the new name that she's taking is Saba. I bet she's sweating bullets every single stream, trying not to say shock, or trying not to do the ah. There's probably certain things in the contract that are NDAs and she's not allowed to do, even though obviously everyone knows that she is Gura. It's just company policy. You have to sign a contract and make sure that you don't associate yourself with their brand. Hololive's brand is Gura. While, you know, she's the voice actress, and I suppose she still has the personality. I did watch her stream a little bit. I gotta say, it's not for me anymore. I think, like, I grew up over that age, but, like, for the younger generation, absolutely. You know, this is the type of thing that's supposed to be promoted, you know, like different entertainment for different generations, different entertainment for different genders. Like, why is it that everything has to be the same? Why is it that all entertainment has to be sanitized for the wider audience, which is literally everybody? And so, no, I disagree with that take. The interesting question is, will her content change? I'm genuinely curious about that. Now, being part of Hololive, obviously I don't have access to her contract, but chances are there were a couple of things that she wasn't allowed to do or talk about. Hololive being influenced by a Japanese idol company, they have to make sure that their idols are say-so. Like, this is the way they're calling them. So probably not talk about politics, probably not talk about drama, probably not go after other VTubers, probably not being very opinionated. And so the question is Saba going to be any of that? We saw with Kasan, for instance, which was also one of the most popular VTubers before Gura, that she did have some opinions after she left the company. And it's possible we're going to see this with Saba. Will she have her face appear on the Dodger Stadium? I think that would be interesting, but probably a little bit unlikely, right? Like, the corporation was the one that was making those deals. And so unless she has access to a really good manager, it's probably unlikely that we're going to see Saba appear that mainstream in the future. Another interesting question is, like, will she join another company? Believe it or not, I never understand why VTubers do this. But for instance, since we talked about Kasan earlier, she actually did join another group. This is almost like wanting to give them your money for no reason. Like, you gotta give them a percentage of your super chats. In most cases, it's quite a lot. So I don't get it. You can pretty much, like, hire your own manager that's independent and not part of a corporation. You can pretty much hire your own PR team, you know, like someone that talks to sponsors and make sure that it builds merchandise for you. But I guess maybe these ladies just don't have time. I mean, if you're like Saba and you're a multi-millionaire, just look at their chat. Like, you guys don't know just how many super chats were flowing and memberships, right? Like, if you're a millionaire like that, maybe you just don't have the time to bother, so you're just joining a company. But the downside is that, again, they get to control your content. And, like, if someone from that company gets involved in drama, it spills onto you. So we'll see. Chances are, I do think she will join, though. Like, I do think she will pick something and she will join. That's my take. Probably, if not this year, next year. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if my assessments are correct. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this type of content, you know where to find her. I was definitely surprised because I expected her to get some viewership. I didn't expect her to just break records. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you on my live stream. The link is into the pinned comment. Take care.